Hey everybody, and welcome back to Nom Nom Galaxy. And I guess why not? Let's try and work towards a good old garden. That should be fun, right? Well, oh, I didn't mean to punch you guys. I'm sorry. Wrong button I pressed. So our little machine going on here, not doing much. Kind of tapped out on supplies, but nonetheless, though. Let's see, what have we got here? So I think before what we were trying to do, conveyor belt. And this is not going to do not one bit. And you know why? Because these robots are not going to be able to kind of register that they have to, well, toss ingredient onto the conveyor belt, making this a really stupid idea. One of many Caesar's stupid ideas. But anyways, let's see here. So Mr. Conveyor Belt, you are going to do me a lot of good things. This is kind of what we want. It's right here, just direct to access. So that means we have to raise the levels a little bit. And surprisingly, this doesn't need support like I thought it would. Shnikes, this is gonna be a lot of well, dirt to place, additional dirt to place. Especially if we need, yeah, it needs 2 blocks. Oh shit. Ow. Well, okay, that works. Guess we just don't need to use this particular area, I guess, right? Alright, so let's harvest this flower here. And it actually yields 2 of them. Nice. We've been good for Christmas, it seems. Alright, so grow that there. This probably wouldn't be a good spot to plant it. Let's see, let's work on this a little bit. Here we go. And there's so much oxygen here, so it kind of works out for us. Alright, so I think till this point, we'll we'll do the setup. And that should fall to the ground, am I right? Am I right? Yeah. Alright, so yeah, it's going to be up till that point we're going to have the garden. Anything else is just uncivilized. So, let's go ahead and start this little project here. Just going to take forever. But you know what? Mr. Soup doesn't mind. Doesn't mind because he's the best. So let's go ahead and plant this again. Mr. Soup displaying his dominance everywhere he goes. So how is that going? Yeah, it's going pretty well, and surprisingly, fruit is still growing there too. So that's cool. How is everybody doing? I gotta say I'm pretty good here. Hopefully this whole idea goes a lot better than what happened on the overload, which is really a shame because, well, things were looking pretty cool and I was enjoying, like, you know, the craziness of what that factory was going to be like, but some things just don't work out. They definitely do not work out, as we found out. So you can always blame the memory for all of life's miseries, at least in the world of computing. It's like, strange though that, it's, as more days go by, then it kind of just amasses more and more, I guess, resources. And then what you get there is just a whole bunch of crap. It's very unfortunate about that situation. I was kind of hoping for, like, nice cool factory that we could work with, but some things are just not meant to be, I suppose. And I do not feel like having to grab dirt from a different location, so please don't make me have to do that. And it's quitting time. quitting time, my favorite time. I had so many ideas for the overload. I mean, the one I was most proud of was the whole conveyor belt setup that we had for the tomatoes. And then trying to, well, also the seaweed farm would have been pretty cool to see happen, but everything was just going in slow motion for the most part. That didn't have time to really appreciate it. But yeah, we gotta think about now, the right here and now, and what we're going to do with this particular map, because there's definitely going to be more possibilities here, I guess. And that was also the downfall of the overload. It was overloaded with a lot of things, just like its name implies. Overloaded with, like, I don't know, possibly all the enemies in the game. Never really checked up on that much, so hard to say if that was the case. And let's do this, because, oxygen's good. Can always use some oxygen. Damn, I'm liking this. I'm liking how this is going. Surprisingly, because I don't notice a whole lot of like fruit growing there, but apparently it's still coming. Production's still going strong. But I think if possible, I want to do like a seaweed farm setup here. I mean, it's gonna be a little tougher because, well, you have to get the water levels just right, so you can kind of get into a state where the robot can actually toss ingredients upwards, because if it's fully submerged underwater, then, physics doesn't mean squat. I mean, nothing's going to help you in that case, which is unfortunate. But if you can get the water levels just right, then you should be able to, and if you use girders appropriately, then you can get, something to work. Such as seaweed. Fish is a whole different matter. And for some reason I had the weird idea that, when fish like jump upwards, such as the pineapple fish, I was thinking if you had a conveyor belt, then, they'll jump through it somehow. Don't know what I was thinking. And then when they, well, kind of land, they'll be right on top of the, wait a sec. On top of, no, actually, now that I think about it, I don't think it was the conveyor belts I was thinking about. It was the girders themselves that I was thinking of. But I guess for some reason that wasn't working out for me. I was using girders, but the damn fish, when they jump through it, they can also they can fall through it as well. Fall through it they did, which was really unfortunate and really sucky. And yeah, this is going to be just a day dedicated towards the wonderful job, which is moving Earth from one spot to another. Mr. Soup, he does it all. He's not ashamed. He's not ashamed to get his hands dirty. Yeah, but it's so heartbreaking about the overload. The Twisted Factory. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do about those fish, though. They might just be an aquarium, for my own amusement. My own personal fish tank. Not doing anything with the bite sausage, because there's no real way to have them reproduce, unfortunately, or fortunately, depends how you see it. But yeah, they're just a one-time source of ingredients, so it's, one time and you're done. Kind of useless. It's fun if you're trying to accumulate all the recipes, but not in our case, though. which is unfortunate. That's something I have to check on, is what my status is with the recipes. I'm sure there's some I'm still missing. Another day. It's day 8. Now I'm curious how many days will have to go by before this map starts losing it, and then I pretty much go back to like slow motion again, like as in the overload. So stupid. Hopefully, hopefully there's like a fix for that. Not so certain about it, but you can always hope. But you know, I know, you know, issues like that, they're not always easy to solve or resolve. Okay, got that, and there we go. Oh, 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 we got some matter. And I can't tell because of the recording software how many pieces of matter I have. And son of a biscuits. Like they say in the Fuller House, holy chalupas. God, I hate that. I hate that line so much. It's like they were desperate for a one-liner or a catchphrase, and they got it. And how did they get a can of soup up there? I don't even want to know, but that is definitely not part of protocol. You can't just be having that crap written next to the production line. You know, the harvesting line, we should be calling it. Die! Die, you stupid pig robot. Ow. Strangely enough, they're not... Okay, here we go. Now they're doing their offensive. Air, it's good for you. Got it. Not sure what I'm going at there, but whatever. Mr. Soup is losing it. And I'm about to die too if I'm not careful. Wait, there's another still? Where the heck is he? Come on over, buddy. You're late. Late to the party. That was a quick party. You know what? I forgot about that. You can actually do a pretty sweet... Ah, no. I just blew away one of the pieces of dirt. Mamma mia. That was really smart, Mr. Soup. Good job. Oop. Oop. Oh, okay. I must be tired. I'm starting to forget what buttons I'm supposed to press here. Really? Weird. Weird indeed. I didn't know I wouldn't be able to actually grab that piece of dirt. That's interesting. I mean, slightly interesting. And let's see, if I place a jack here, I think that might blow away most of the crap here. Yeah, it will. Damn, Mr. Soup, you're a genius. Oop, this is a little dangerous. And he just destroyed some of the dirt I wanted. Thanks, dude. Alright, so just 3 more blocks and we're good. Oh my god, I got killed due to a block of dirt. Only Mr. Soup. Only Mr. Soup. That's embarrassing. Embarrassing death of the day. Brought to you by Mr. Soup. Never thought I'd die like that, that's for sure. Remember that one glitch where I couldn't die. It was just perpetual existence. Of course it zoomed in on my character though. So that was awkward. Oh my god, that was close. That guy was pissed. Yeah, it was a weird glitch. Just zoomed in right on you, and yeah, that was it. And you could never die, no matter what. Okay, this is kind of bothering me, this can of soup here. I can't even explain how that happened either. Just can't explain it. Get this out of here. You're being stupid. I mean, he tosses stuff down, I guess, right? I mean, he's the only one that tosses soup upwards, so how does that happen? It makes no sense. Alright, so we need a girder here because I'm not making the extra trip. That's it. Yeah, so the problem here is we're going to have a problem with Mr. You know what? Freaking Clarence. So how do we deal with this? Well, I guess we can make it a little convoluted, I suppose. Or, um, hmm. Yeah, I think I have an idea. It's stupid, you know, it kind of destroys everything I had going on here. But I guess, you know, little zany antics or tactics or whatever. I don't know, it's the zany stuff that's cool. Sometimes. So what we're going to do is, we're going to have Mr. What's his nuts? Freddy. Freddy's going to be responsible for tossing a lot of schnitzel over here. And then, what we're going to have going on is, we're going to have a couple more Freddys down here. Tossing ingredients down, sorry. Onto the conveyor belt. So we can still have Clarence not being an idiot. And allow for... Let me see, how do I want to do this now? It's going to be a little ugly, but... Let's just build this here. So there's no possibility of that guy being an idiot. Clarence. Yeah, so roundabout method, but it'll work. It shall work, damn it. And then we'll just blow this away here, because definitely don't need that. Alright, so there we go. So now we just have to build Charles in charge. It's going to be responsible for facilitating this whole process. And we need a couple dogs. Need some doggies. And we don't need that because I think Clarence is kind of on the stupid side and will jump at anything. Or jump down these little gaps here. So let's prevent that as much as possible. There we go. So I feel a little bit better now. Kind of locked myself in too, so that sucks. But here we go. We got Ben here. And we still have enough money for Clarence. But there's going to be a ton of Bens here. Yeah, here's another Ben. And yeah, there we go. They're going crazy for it. Yeah, I'm liking this, so that's pretty cool. Pretty cool, I'm happy I did it. Mr. Soup is so smart. Alright, so let's get the rest of the stuff going on here. Need some soup factories. So otherwise we ain't got jack. So, soup machine here. He's messing it up already, isn't he? Ah, crap. Okay. Well, to fix this issue, you just have to have some girders. See? They actually increase the height. And freaking clearance, man. I guess oxyflowers kind of works, right? People like oxyflower soup, I suppose. Yeah, so here's a nice little garden so far as it stands. Hopefully it's everything it should be. We just need to, that's gonna be a main ingredient, I suppose. Not really intentional, but whatever. So that's gonna be one ingredient there. And it's kind of insulting that he's targeting the oxyflowers. I mean, it makes sense since it is a valid ingredient that can be used, but kind of hate you for it, Clarence. And another Ben because, well, Ben's pretty cool. But I have a good feeling about this setup. I mean, it's as automated as, well, as I can think of at the moment. Just right off the top of my head. So I'm kind of proud of this. Certainly no, twist and turns factory where I actually had some logic put into it, but, computer logic, let's say. I felt proud about that one, but this game had other things in mind. Yeah, come on. I know you're coming here. Oh, they're right here. Oh my goodness. Wow, that's ballsy. I'll give you that much. Give you credit for doing something like really stupid. I didn't think you would like go right for the jugular. Oh, these dogs, they're all over it, man. Thank God for those fixes, too, that they made to the game in regards to Ben's behavior. So I remember initially it was just, he would be able to start digging on the ingredient, but afterwards, nothing much else happens because it can be taken away just as easily. So it's like he'll be processing it and then, nothing happens. It's like Clarence can just, or I don't know, Clarence, it's not Clarence, it was just like Charles in Charge. He can just take the ingredient even when the dog's trying to plant it. That always sucked. Luckily that's a non-issue at this point. Yeah, I'll let the dogs do something. Yeah, okay, I'll just let you go your rounds, I suppose. Alright, so let's see, mushrooms, we already have that. We don't need that right now. Do need these things, though. The little broccoli looking things. But yeah, that little aquarium of ours, I think it's just going to be for show at this point, because I can't think of anything better to do with it. And we need, like, an oxyflower badly. Where is that oxyflower? And one more. One more? Nah, two more. Don't worry, dogs. False alarm. False alarm. Don't worry about it. Alright, so let's get something going here, because they have a lot of things in queue. Still. What? Thanks. I'm sure he enjoyed doing all the work, and you just got to finish it off. That's lazy, man. Be nice to come up with a use for these fish, but nothing really works in regards to like underground physics or underwater physics. Jeez, what am I thinking? I think in the next episode, since I think enough time has already passed here, I don't know, we'll think of setting something up underground and try and do like a small little ant colony, let's call it. Which, we'll do some productions like independent of this base here. Except, we'll dig a lot of tunnels for well, for the rockets to travel through and all that good stuff. But, I think I'll ponder it a little more just to see if there's like any other unique things we can do with it. And just go from there. So thank you everybody for watching as always. And I'll see you later. Soup on, people.